Hey guys, Patrick here again, following up. This is part two of my review of the JADE Hardware wallet. So when you want to, if you're buying Bitcoin on an exchange, I buy Bitcoin in Canada through ShakePay. You might also be buying Bitcoin through Bull Bitcoin or some other exchange to buy your Bitcoin, and then you want to transfer it to your own self-custody on a hardware wallet. This is the part two of the JADE. So I was very excited to receive this today, and I checked it out. It's got some good points and some disappointing points. The first thing is that it forces you to make two recovery phrases. So you make one recovery phrase to initialize it, and then when you want to create a hardware, an actual wallet with the software, it forces you to do that a second time. Ledger doesn't require that. This one does. I'm using it with an Android phone. So I originally downloaded the green hot wallet to my smartphone, to my Android phone, and it's not compatible with the smartphone. So this does not work with your smartphone. Unfortunately, it shows up. It recognizes that there is a hardware wallet that exists through the Bluetooth feature, but there is no interconnectivity between the two. So that's one unfortunate thing. There's no instructions on how to use it as air gapped. So you can see this is the device here, and there's a little camera on the back that apparently allows you to do air gap transactions, but unfortunately there's no instructions on how to use it. And so currently there is no air gap functionality for this device. The other thing is that it does come with a nice long USB cable, so that's very handy. The USB cable works great. So you have to load it up on a notebook to use this, and so which I did. And in that regard, it works just like a ledger. So you open it up, you put in your passphrase to initialize it, you select a PIN code to initialize it, and then it gives you access to the device to send and receive Bitcoin. And in that regard, it's very similar. You cannot, the software that loads with this, the green software recognizes if you have other devices or has that capability. Like if you have a ledger and you want to use this at the same time, it recognizes it, but again, it's not compatible. You cannot do transactions between the two. So it looks like it has some features that are in the planning stages, but they're not fully implemented yet. So as you can see, the hardware wallet technology is still in its infancy, and these are probably features that are going to be implemented in the future. The software is very similar to Ledger. Ledger is slightly superior in that Ledger has graphical visual software that allows you to see the progress of your account balances. You can do daily, weekly, just a very basic chart that shows your account balances, and JADE does not have that. So operates very similar to the Ledger. I'm disappointed because I was hoping that this would be the best hardware wallet I found, but so far Ledger is still by far quite superior and still the best hardware wallet that I've found. This would be a close second, and this wins on the price. So the price definitely cannot be beat at only $49.99 US dollars. This is the best deal going. But as far as functionality, it's still a little bit clunky. It still doesn't have all the features that it should have. Like I said, maybe it works with an Apple smartphone or some other type of smartphone, but it currently doesn't work with my version of smartphone that I'm using. Is an basic Android phone. So that's a little disappointing. And just there's no off button on this thing, so it constantly asks you to initialize to start over again. And so the functionality of the built-in software on this is still a little bit clunky. There's a green button on the bottom that doesn't appear to have any functionality. It's only the button on the front and the little slider wheel on the top. So again, it's still kind of like a beta. This is kind of like a beta version, so they're going to probably add more functionality. If it implements all the functions that it's planned to have, it would probably be a great product. But for now, you're still getting basically a beta product, and I give it a 7, 8 out of 10. The Ledger is still 10 out of 10. The Ledger is still your number one choice for easy to use, intuitive ergonomics, software, and it's just the complete package. The Nano is really a home run product. The Nano S or the Nano X, either or, that's your best bet. But this one comes in at a close second. Still better than the Coincard, better than the Coincard product, but still has a little way to go to make it a fully complete product. So that's my review. And price-wise, it's a great deal. It works. And so that's the important thing, that it does work and that you can send your Bitcoin to it and take self-custody using it. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope that helps. And we'll talk to you again real soon. Take care of yourself. Take care now. Bye-bye.